It all starts with you, and that is the environment and saving our planet because it has to start somewhere. It starts with you guys. Um, Welcome to this channel. We are talking about how we should save the planet, our planet, Earth, and how we are destroying it with our own hands. How sad. It starts with an individual. You have to start it yourself. And how do you go about that? Uh, I'm out here trying to talk to you about this subject that is very important because, guys, people are destroying their own planet with their own hands. Uh, Let me tell you, guys, uh, we are to blame for whatever we are going through and whatever is happening. We are to blame. And I'm just saying, oh, let me show you guys. Let me show you. Let me show you what I'm seeing out here. You see? There are some monkeys on top of that tree. And guys, when I say monkeys, it just doesn't. I don't understand monkeys, the difference between monkeys and baboons when they are distance away. I'm seeing some on top of the trees there. I don't know if you can see them. If you can't, it's okay because they're just enjoying their lives on top of those trees. And our earth, our planet, we are just destroying it with our own hands. How are we doing that? We have become people who want to just, dump and spoil and cut and destroy to our advantage. And we are living today. We don't know that there's a tomorrow. And that tomorrow is when our children will live. And it's when our children will be needing this that we are spoiling and destroying. And how sad, how sad, how very sad. Let me start in the shade. How very sad. Because sometimes we just think about ourselves and we say, let me live today. Let me just destroy this today. Let me just dump and spoil the environment and destroy everything today for to my advantage. You think it is to your advantage because actually you don't want to get, to struggle. Like, let's talk about dumping in Nairobi. I realized that Nairobi has improved greatly when it comes to cleanliness. Nairobi is cleaner than it was sometimes back. Guys who know, Nairobi used to be a dumping site. People used to dump and dump and dump. And it used to be very, very trashed. You could go and find garbage heaps everywhere. And I was telling my friend in the morning that that it used to be like you could see some garbage smoking around, and you know because when it rains in the night and there are those garbage heaps in the morning when the sun starts warming up the earth, you start seeing the smoke rising from garbage heaps. And I was telling my friend that is how our Nairobi used to look like, and it used to be bad. You could walk in the streets of Nairobi and you are ashamed. You are ashamed to be a Kenyan because dump sites were everywhere, everywhere. Today, I wanna just congratulate the governor that is there. If it's not the governor, maybe the mayor that started it all up those days and cleaned up the city. I wanna congratulate them because actually those were bad days. Oh my God, they were very, very bad days. And we were just spoiling our environment badly, knowingly. Let me tell you, it starts with that peel of a banana, the banana peel. When you are eating a banana and you have peeled it up and you have eaten your banana, or two or three, and there are people who eat 10. And those peels, those banana peels, they just want to dump them just by the roadside where they don't care whether there's a trash can or something. They just want to dump them there and go their way. In this case, you have destroyed the environment, and you have done it with your own hand because somebody else will do the same, another person will do the same. But I want to tell you that it starts with you. It just starts with you. You just have to dump where it is proper. even if all other people have just, done it and thrown the trash everywhere. It starts with you to say, okay, as for me, I will not do it. I will not just dump it anywhere. I'll make sure that I take my trash to the can, and I'll not just wait in the night and take my bag and go and dump out there where people are not seeing me. It's bad. It's bad. It's uncalled for. There are people who wait until it is night and they take their trash cans and put everything in a paper bag. They tie nicely as if there is something inside that is important, and then they drive out or they walk out or they go just by the roadside in the dark and they just dump it there. And guys, I want to tell you that this is your country that you are spoiling. As a countryman, it is your country that you are spoiling. It is your environment that you are spoiling. It is your environment, it is your planet that you are spoiling. Tomorrow, if everybody came out and did what you have done, everybody comes out with their trash and they go dump it out there. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a mess. And I wonder why we would do this. And this is a country and this is a planet we are living in. My friend was talking to me about how we have destroyed our planet, even with the environment, the pollution, pollution even in the air. We pollute. We don't care that we have a planet to live in, and we are just polluting. And he was like, even if I stopped traveling and I say that I'm gonna stop traveling, it will just be me, and other people will still be, polluting with the aircrafts and everything, and the trucks that remove very bad fumes. The other day I was walking and I said, I'll not walk in a certain direction where I normally walk. I will try to change and go to the forest, because guys, there's pollution. Trucks are just polluting the air. In the morning, you'll think it is fog because the air is so polluted. And you are like, oh gosh, this place is so polluted, and I breathe this air every morning when I'm walking. So I decided to change my route and go a different direction, because I don't want to go the direction of the polluted road, because there's pollution. But what can we do about it? Even if you left your car at home and you are going to work, you'll not make it in time walking. And you take your car and you are there, and the fumes are in the air, everybody else's car, and trucks, very heavy trucks, are just removing very bad smoke from behind. And what do we do? It is us. It is us. The climate change. He spoke to me about the climate change. He's so well versed. I will not be able to explain like he explained to me how we actually are affecting, what we are suffering from the climate change and everything. And guys, everybody knows that it has taken our hands to destroy what God gave us from the word go, from the beginning, when he created us and put us in the Garden of Eden. We were supposed to live honorably with what God had given us, but we have come and destroyed everything with our own hands. So the heaps of garbage that were there in the city before are not there. Nairobi is cleaner today, very clean. If you walked in Nairobi, you'll see trash cans everywhere. Anybody who would dump on the side is maybe the person who doesn't care. But anybody with common sense and goodwill will always throw their trash in the cans, because that is where it should be. And it has improved a lot. Then the streets are very clean. I have noticed that, and because I was there of those days when everything was haywire, I just appreciate the fact that things have turned out for the better. Things are good, and I thank God, because it's our country, it's our continent that we are saving. When the garbage fumes go into the air, and we are also walking and moving around and doing our things out there, we may think that we are also not harming our health, but we are harming our health. This is because these fumes also, we breathe them, and when we do, we infect our lungs. Our lungs get infected because of the fumes that are coming from the garbage heaps, you know. And you'll find people coughing. You get diseases that you would not have gotten had you taken good care of yourself. And the sun has come now. But the sun today is funny. It's just coming for half a minute and disappearing, and then coming out again for 2 minutes and disappearing. So when I was coming out, where I usually record my videos from, I was like, let me go out because it's dark. It's dark inside because the day is a dull day. It's not bright. But on coming out here, look, the sun is again up, but it is a sun that is not decided. It has not decided whether it is going to be there or not. So guys, it is because of what we do with our hands that we destroy what God has given us. And we are called upon to try and be better people, better humans. God created us to be better humans, to do good things, to do to think before we destroy what God has given us. Let us think, because why are we destroying? God wanted us to live a good life, and that is why he gave us this earth. And we are doing things that are, this is just an example that I took up, the one of the garbage. Think about the other things that you spoil the environment with. Think about so many other things that you do as a human being that oh, this sun is again too hot now. Things that you do as a human being that end up messing up what God has given you. And think about the things that you have contributed to in spoiling and destroying the environment and what God has put in place for us. So guys, let us try to be better humans, and try to keep our environment safe. About our continent, let us try to also think individually, on individual levels, what we can do so that we are able to preserve and sustain sanity in all ways. Let us be individually responsible for our deeds, and be proud of what we can say we have sustained. Let us be those people who say, as for me, even Joshua in the Bible, he said, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. So as for you, say it in your heart and say, as for me, others may be dumping, others may be spoiling this planet, others may be doing, but as for me, on an individual level, I am not going to do A, B, C, D. I'm going to be that particular person who starts out to be counted. Can you stand out to be counted? Are you starting out to be counted today? Because of the good works that you have done, I would advise that you count yourself that person who starts out to be counted for a better tomorrow. We may not be there tomorrow, but our children and our grandchildren will be there to live a life that we did not sustain and keep in the proper way. Are you gonna spoil for your children? Are you gonna spoil for your grandchildren? What will you feel when in the years to come, when you are aged and walking with a walking stick? You are aged and walking with a walking stick, and you are very sick because of the environment, what you have done to the environment during your days. And your children and their grandchildren are also young, but now they are also, aging very fast. And this is never aged. Aging very fast because of what what they are suffering from. They are suffering from what you and your generation did to this planet Earth. Stop it and be that person who starts out to be counted. Yes, guys, now this is what I can tell you. And yay! Let us save our environment. Let us try to save our environment, guys. That is what God wants us to do. And guys, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. We'll see you guys. Subscribe. Bye.